Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the EUR USD pair, which has been seeing some fascinating action lately. The euro seems to be in a defensive mode, hovering right around that key 1,100 level. Let's break down what's happening and what it could mean for traders. Recently, we saw some disappointing data come out of the United States, particularly the unemployment figures. Now, you might think this would weaken the dollar and give the euro a boost, and for a moment it did. But what's interesting is that despite this, there hasn't been a major shift in expectations for the Federal Reserve's next meeting. The market is still pricing in a probability of well below 50% for another interest rate cut. This tells us that the Fed's overall stance is still seen as relatively firm, which provides underlying support for the dollar. So why is the euro struggling to capitalize on the weaker US data? Well, the return of pressure on the European currency today is a stark reminder that the Eurozone has its own set of economic challenges. We can't just look at one side of the equation. The European economy is still quite fragile, and a stronger euro could actually be a major hurdle for its recovery. Imagine the exchange rate pushing well above 1.20. That would make European exports more expensive and could really put a damper on economic growth. It's a classic case of a currency's strength becoming its own worst enemy. The European Central Bank is likely watching this very closely, and the market knows it. So what we're seeing is a complex tug of war. On one hand, you have some worrying signs from the US economy. On the other, you have the persistent fragility of the European economy and the challenge that a strong euro presents. This dynamic is keeping the EUR so USD pair in a tight range, with sellers stepping in whenever the euro tries to rally too far. The 1.1700 mark is a significant psychological and technical level, and the price action around it will be crucial in the coming days. Will the euro find the strength to break higher, or will the underlying economic realities of the Eurozone pull it back down? It's a story that's still unfolding. That's all for today's analysis. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more market updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.